Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I'm JLAB, and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge with Siena. If you like this kind of video, be sure to like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel to help me out even more to produce more of this content. What we're doing today is actually talking about a scout who I've got my eye on, Vicente. 50 years of age, good judging ability, and good judging player potential. Adaptability is also pretty good, and I wanted to look at a new scout because our current scouts aren't the best. I'm just going to be honest and say this here and now. And when I say they are not the best, I mostly mean Vincenzo Milito, who is going to be having his contract expired at the end of this season anyway, so I thought I might as well take the idea of things, and long term, or short term, he's going to be retired from hands-on roles, so if anything, he's probably going to leave us regardless. It made sense to look at this guy and think, yeah, this is a good opportunity to replace him, and it will give us more knowledge of other countries, like Spain, for example. We haven't got knowledge of Spain, if I recall correctly, outside of maybe this kind of thing. So yeah, Spain being very low knowledge makes sense for us to try that, and we want to get more knowledge of countries around the world, so it's a very good opportunity for us. Either way, we've had a few games since we last met, and I wanted to go through them actually with you because, while it doesn't mean 3 matches, it's still interesting to say the least. The first of 3 matches we had was against Brescia at home, and after we got beaten 5-0 in the last game, we needed to do something good. So to get a 1-1 draw, and with this goal being very late on, was very good for us. Minatella finds Oliver, who plays across to Bertiari, who scores his 6th goal of the season. Good time for us. We should have got maybe a little bit more, but also at the same time, we were a bit fortuitous that we actually got something from this. They had opportunities to kill the game off early in the game, and they didn't really take them. So I was honestly feeling like we may have gotten away one there. And also that shot to score the goal was that good of an opportunity. So it makes sense that we were probably fortuitous to have such high XG. Either way, though, we will be happy with a point against one of the better teams in the division on paper. They are very good, Brescia, and I would be shocked if we don't lose to them away from home next time we see them. Next game we had was away from home against Salernitano, and we got this win very comfortable. Brazzone scored the opening goal of the game inside 35 minutes, so it was easy. A 3-0 win here. This goal was an own goal, and I kind of feel a bit fortuitous we got this. I think we rotated the team too, because Bondi plays it across, and Stanger just scores that own goal. Bit unfortunate for him. And we make it 3-0 inside the first 60 minutes. So once we get this third goal, we're kind of thinking, yeah, it should be easy enough. Oliver with that effort, in off the post, 3-0. It's good. We get all 3 points in a match that we honestly were the dominant team. We deserve to get all 3 points here. And they had some pretty bad days in terms of the players. Silvestri and Stanger being the ones that stand the most, with 5.5 and 5.6 average rating respectively. The last game we had before we met up was actually at home against Pisa, and we don't have the best home record. Larobia with the opening goal of the game, though, 12 minutes in. We lost this game 3-2, but we definitely lost it very early on. And Saicedo, 1 through on goal, chips the keeper, very good finish. And it's 3-0 in the 64th minute of the game. And let's be honest, Saicedo with this effort, keeper came out. I don't know why. He felt like he was out of position for the goal. We had 2 late goals though. 89th minute of the game, we got a goal. Cantadini finds Brazzone. It's 3-1. And then another corner, 92 minutes in. Cantadini finds Antonicic, who goes for goal from there. Keeper should have done better, but we got a goal from it. 3-2. We were never really in this fight. We were never really good enough to get anything out of this. And the fact that they had almost the amount of shots than us tells you the entire story. Barbini and DiBiase were absolutely horrible in this game, as was Cantoro, all of them getting a 6.1 or 6.0 rating. And honestly, on the day, we just were not turning up. The fact that the 2 goals we had, well, one of the goals we had was from a substitute, Antoniotti, and Contadini getting about 2 assists in this game from the bench, tells you how bad we were. So we need to work on that in the future. But 4 points in the last 3 matches leaves us in second place, only by results between teams and even goal difference. So the season's not really one of those where everyone's been consistent. No one's consistent enough. And we've got the team that's currently top of the table in Sub-2 next. But there's also one more thing I want to go through briefly, and that is the youth intake preview. And this is it. We've got a healthy number of fullbacks in the back line. We've got an attacking midfielder who should be pretty good. And the fact he's actually being cited as an Italian attacking midfielder from Siena, who's caught the eye, is a sign of potentially good things. And we've got a golden generation coming through, but no new wingbacks coming through. Fullbacks aren't the best. Centre-backs aren't good enough. Defensive midfielders aren't good enough. Centre midfielders aren't good enough. Wide midfielders aren't good enough. And there's a few good wingers. There are a few good wingers in general. And the striking position is falling short. So an attacking midfielder and a goalkeeper is what I'm thinking might be coming through. Not ideal, to say the least. And we've got this game against Sub-2 next. They are top of the table. We are third. So it could be interesting to say the least what happens. Spazia has Cittadella. And I will be honest, I don't know what to expect. I will be expecting the playoffs to happen though, since, well, there's only 6 points between ourselves and 10th place Frosinone, and they are a very tight league, and only 7 points between ourselves and Regina. We are predictably bottom. We've got the worst team in the league, but that's not surprising. Brescia and Genoa are the two best teams. One of them beat us 7-0. The other team we drew against 1-1. We've beaten Benevento, and we've lost 5-0 to Pescara. We lost 2-0 to Spazia. We lost 3-2 to Pisa. So, top 7 teams, we faced all of them. Most of them have battered us, I will be honest, and it's not surprising. We've beaten about 2 of them, and we've drawn against 1 of them and lost the other 4. So, it's not ideal to say the least. But I wanted to go through the rules and just say 8th, from 6th to 8th. If there's more than 14 points between 3rd and 4th, the team in 3rd gets promoted automatically. If there's fewer points than that, then there's a playoff which involves 6 teams, and it's just one of those things that right now we are in the contention for. I don't really expect it to happen, but it'd be nice to see if we can pull it off, you know? And if there is a playoffs, there'll be a preliminary round. I think, I don't know how much I can say about this. There's only 4 teams, so it's probably the teams from 5th to 8th to take part in it. Then it's the playoffs semi-final to go forward, and then it's the final. So anything can happen. Whoever wins the playoffs will get promoted. So this could be interesting to say the least, and I'm hoping we can do well. We're taking the best team in the division. We're not going to play Cantua because his average rating is 6.14. I have never seen a player do this badly in a run of games. 6.0, 6.1, 6.0, 6.5, 6.1. He's had a really bad run of form, and it kind of comes in a spell that we've been pretty poor as well. The game we've only won once with him in the team in 5 matches. We've lost 3 times, and we did win a game when he wasn't playing, which tells me a lot. So we're going to go for the players actually briefly. Tortilli's the best goalkeeper. He's a player that's good enough for his division. A good player, apparently, according to our backroom staff. He's a very promising player, to say the least. Barbini, fullbacks, they're not good enough right now to start for the first team, at least in this division. Only currently a Liga Pro player, which I can understand. We need to get better strength in the fullback position, sadly enough. And DBSC definitely needs to be improving quickly, to say the least. He's good enough for a leading player for this role, for this division below, but he's good enough to be a good player in this division. Centre-back wise, they're both good enough. Andrea is good enough to be a player for this division, as is Gianni. Consistency is an issue, but they're very brave, and that's a good sign. I think both of them could be good enough to be a Serie A. At least Gianni is good enough to be a Serie A player in the future. Andrea doesn't really say. I would assume no. Fantosi's not good enough to be in this division right now. He's a leading player for the La Liga Pro, but he has the potential to be a good player in this division, so we're going to keep playing him to hope he gets better and better, and he's improving. Not by a lot, but he is improving, and that is a sign that progress has been made, hopefully. Cantuo isn't good enough for his division, so I'm not surprised by his lack of ability right now. He's got the potential to be a Serie A player, though, so he can be very good in the future, but his consistency is letting him down, and it's a bit frustrating to say the least that he could definitely be better, and he's not showing it right now. Antonucci, another player, inconsistent, and he's a leading player for the division below, but he can be good enough for this division. He just needs to improve and quickly because he's only got a slight amount and he's 24. So I'll give him some game time this season. He's come from the bench more often than not. He's only got a 6.6 average, so it's not ideal as well, but he can definitely improve. Roberto Bondi is good enough for this division, and apparently he is wanted by a lot of teams. And when I say a lot of teams, Pascal, Regene being the main interest, but you got teams like Rennes, a French team in the second tier, wanting him. That's not good for us. We've got Spal and Udinese, two teams that are near the relegation zone. So it's a bit unwanted to know that there are teams who are in the relegation fight for this division above that want our player as well. I don't think he'll leave, but I don't want to jinx it and say, yeah, he will, he won't, because I've been proven wrong in the past, and I'd rather not be proven wrong again. Honestly, he's got the potential. He's only 19. He can be a superstar for us. He's also a bit fickle, so could be concerning there. Rafael Bozzone, good enough for this division, has the ability, the potential to be a Serie A player, I feel. So he's 21, very good. He's wanted by Pescara, but he's only a minor interest, so I think we'll be able to keep him around. He's got another 4 years in his contract anyway, so it should be good. 3.5 years anyway. Jack Oliver, easily our best striker, good enough for this division. Has, I think, the potential to be a Serie A player in the future if we give him more game time and he continues to score goals. He's got 7 goals in 11. He's very, very talented. I'm very happy we got him. And Fofana is not good enough for this division, but he's got the potential. 21 years of age. He can be a Serie B striker in the future. Miko Scapato, I'm actually scared for his future. He's a leading player for the division below, but his potential, he's 25. He's got significant potential, but I say that it's not a lot of potential right now. But then again, he's got Bondi ahead of him, so I can't really tell you if that's the case. He's still 4 weeks away, at least, from being back from his injury. And that is a bit of a concern, to say the least, if I'm going to be honest with you. So we need to hope that he can come back. Either way, this is the starting lineup. We've got at least a full team on the bench as well if we needed to use it. Cantu is on the bench, so that's one less thing to worry about. And Contadini is been really good from the bench, so I'm keeping him there as well. We've got weaknesses, like our fullbacks positions are weak, our midfield is weak, but apart from that, I'd have to say centre-backs are good, wingers are good, and maybe strikers, not great, but not terrible either, and goalkeeper, Torti is the only one who's good enough to be in the division, but we're going to need one good goalkeeper, and for him to stay fit the entire time, so we should be good. Either way, what we're going to do now is play this game, hope we can do well, and if we don't do well, then, well, it's not the end of the world. We're against a team that's top, we're in third, we're overachieving, we only wanted to survive this year. We're already close to the points that we need to survive, which is very, very promising to say the least. Let's see how we get on. So it's the game where the best defense, the team at home, who've only won one of their last 5 matches, surprisingly, and the team with the best attack, who've won 2 of their last 5 matches, neither team in the best of form, but also have the potential to do really, really well. So yes, with our best attack and their best defense, I'm expecting them to be the better team. They're 5 points clear of us. If we can win this, we'll be within just 2 points of them, but they've got a healthy buff at the top. And if they get promoted, it'll be very interesting to say the least. And we've got a throw quite early on. I'm not expecting much, but Bozzoni's on it. But DiBiase now, who's been a bit questionable at times, and Oliver with an opportunity, and it's close to an early goal for us. They have a throw now. If you told me at the beginning of the season that this was a game between first and third, and then for the 19th game of this season, I would have absolutely laughed at you. But it's turned out to be the case. As ever chance, it's just wide at the post. But this game feels very much like a team we should be beating early in the season, but I'm not sure about that anymore. As they have a corner, and I'm very concerned that they will score for it, but Bondi gets it away. Fofana wasn't aware where the ball was, so he's not got the ball here. Here's Sawasori, and look at that. Every player, apart from the goalkeeper of theirs, was in our half briefly. But we'll get the ball back. Here's Bondi. We can hit them in the counter potentially. Be nice if we can. Or we can go for goal. He's gone for goal. Would have liked you to pass it across, but okay. We'll take the opportunities we'll get anyway. DBS with a long throw. What can he do with this? Keeper is not going to get there. Okay, we might have had an opportunity. It was blocked. I can't say what else happened there. It just ended very quickly. But what can we do here? Well, it's at the bar. They should have scored. Okay. They got a corner. I want to go into this at least drawing. And they've had a chance again. They should be getting those on target if they want to get a win here. Half time, 0-0. Very lucky to be in this, honestly. They've had chances to really make us pay. We've had chances too, but we had 2 shots off target and 1 shot on target, so we've not been at our best. But apparently we've had a clear-cut chance, so we must have got the ball before the keeper when that long throw went in. So hopefully, I'm actually happy with the performance because not behind. Hopefully we can keep this up and to get something out of this. Okay, they got a free kick, and the keeper's really far out of the area, and Fofana's on the ball, finds Oliver. If Fofana had gone for goal and he missed it, I would have not have been upset for him to try, but Bondi's got a goal. He went for goal, and it was over the bar. This is the first time I'm going to make a change. I'm going to bring Cantura on. I'm going to take off Bondi because he's not had the best of games. Lenzi's going to come on, and I'm going to make this change and bring off Fofana and bring on Widolfi, because he's got a left foot on him, and I actually know what we're going to do. We're going to bring Bertieri on. This will be a free change we're going to make. Watch this be the time we have issues now because we've made all 3 changes. They got a throw. Fernandinho. They played a cross. It's in. Daniel Maiorino with the finish. It's his 10th of the season. We're behind. Not ideal. We've taken off 3 players who haven't been their best today, and I don't want to say that our changes made that, but I doubt that's actually been the case. It just feels like we've been very lucky in the first half to survive, but that was just an easy opportunity that was easy to score and miss. I will berate the players though, because I want to get at least a point here. DBS with a long throw. Oliver gets to it, and Oliver scores his 8th of the season. Brilliant! We needed this result. Or at least we needed the goal. The keeper came for it, and he missed it. He's had a moment before in the first half, and this time we've made him pay. Oliver scored a lot of goals from these situations before last year, and it's finally happened that we've got a goal here. Good. Okay, DiBiase with a long throw again. If we score again, it'd be amazing. Oh my god, we actually have. But yeah, we scored. We've come from behind to take a 2-1 lead, which should be the winning goal. We've gone to the team who are top of the table and have beaten them in their backyard at the moment. The substitute may have just worked. I can't quite believe I'm saying that, but it may have just worked. And we're going to get all 3 points. I berated them when we went behind, and somehow we've gone away and taken 2 long throws and beaten them with them. I can't believe that, but okay, that's our first ever win against this team too. Very good win. Very, very good win. I will berate Antonucci, Bondi, and Fofana because they weren't good enough. They deserve to come off, and Fofana's now demotivated. Great. I will criticise Fantozzi for not being his best. So Fofana's not happy with the fact I criticised his performance today, but I will be honest, to come from behind and to win is a very good situation. The fact we've got players that can come from the bench and actually get goals is wonderful. We're still in 3rd place, but the gap between ourselves and Satuel is now just 2 points instead of 5. Genoa and Spurs have also gained some points, so we're 4 points clear of Vicenza. 19 games in, 37 points. We're in the 40 points to survive this season. And I've got to be honest and say this. We've been very, very good. And Torino apparently want... Okay. Torino is a team that's in 18th place, but have been a decent team in the past. So this is a bit of concern that they want him. But this is a good situation to be in. I'm just concerned with the transfer window when it comes around that we're going to lose our best players. Either way though, I am actually going to end this here. I hope you guys have actually enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video. And subscribe to my channel. It really does help me a lot. And until next time, bye and well, good night.